He's right at home in the dozer. He loves to run dozer. Take this spruce too. Holy smokes, check this thing out. That is cool. Man, tracks must be 4 feet wide. Gotta have 4 feet of clearance at least, more than that. That is really neat. Well, I guess I never would have dreamt it, but I was just told that these are actually watertight. And it will literally float, because the guy drove one of these across the lake to dig a basement on an island for a guy. Apparently you can't do it on a windy day or anything like that, but that is insane. A 210. I guess I didn't even look as you see this one. This is a different brand. These look like aluminum grousers almost. Same size excavator. Wow. That is just crazy. I don't even, well, there's an 848L2 to give you some kind of perspective. That's a big skidder. That's way bigger. Heck, look at how far out the boom. Wow. I'm fascinated. Very cool. Very cool. Well, this must be the counterweight. They must take them off. Well, there's just a comparison. There's the undercarriages that were under them. They look rather small. Wow. Well, Dirt Perfect, there you go. I'm not very far from ASV. Their headquarters here. They make a nice little skid steer. Not that I'm an expert, but anyway, just wanted to show you that I wasn't kidding you. Oh, Matthew kept my deep well sockets yesterday because he's working on that boat motor, but Spiff needs them to get them clamps off because we're tearing to the Kenworth today. So Spiff just took my pickup, ran to Dean's house to get some deep wells out of his pickup. There's flaps on these trailers over the tires, and there's a support in the middle. That's what it's supposed to look like. The one on the driver's side is gone. So, need to put one in there. I gotta use the heating device. A hot wrench. I can't get those nuts to move. One muffler down, one to go. Do it again. That's what I like about plasma cutting it. It is so accurate. Look at that. Hardly going to take any grinding to get that ready for the new piece. I should have cut a little more right there. That's sticking out just a skosh, but a skosh, you know how much that is? It's metric. TRLR FLAP hanger. Trailer flap hanger. I need a support though. I'm going to use it. What I'm doing is I'm going to close in the end of this. So I'm going to cut a chunk of steel. Close off the end of that. Plug ears. End cap is on. The only Husqvarna cutting around here. Spiff and I are having stadium brats and a better cheddar today. Well, I've got that piece made. I'm going to tack her on there and then weld it. Okay, got that welded on there. I bet it's still hot. Does that look straight, level, all the above? I probably should have had some help putting that on there and trying to hold it and tack it, but I didn't want to interrupt Spiff from washing the limmer. So I did it myself. Oh, I suppose I could have grabbed Dad. He's mowing lawn. I suppose you can hear that in the background. Yeah, that don't look too bad. Well, she kind of welded in there. Smoking pretty good. I must have got some kind of penetration. Well, it just got back from the paint shop. Yeah, that doesn't look too bad. Works for me. The new support is in. Flap is on. That project is done. I try to keep these trailers looking nice, and then sometimes you get a driver that will have a partial load, he's moving, and he will grab the rail of the trailer for some unknown reason, because it's absolutely unnecessary, but some guys have done it over the years, and that's what they do. They scratch the trailer. He did it there. Did it through the middle of that sticker. Did it there. Kind of boogered the flap too. There's no reason for it. None. None. If you knew how much effort it takes to keep these trailers looking nice, then you'd understand why that frustrates me so bad. So I'm up on top of the loader. I see one thing to fix. See how sloppy that is? Because that nut, if you can see it right there, you can. That nut's about ready to fall off.
Can make it like this one.
As long as they stay under there.
You want me to make it 3.5 inches long?
So you see this little clamp here that holds the pipe in there? Spiff's making me another one because we're missing that one. You see how these pipes are all bent up? They shouldn't be bent. And these little things shouldn't be bent over. Must have hooked the pile or something. But I'm going to try to straighten this out, straighten these studs, and weld a new one there for that clamp. So I back the nut up so I could hit on the nut. I do my fine tuning with the 3-pound hammer. Oh, that looks pretty good. I just finished snapping that stud off, holding that clamp, which is just fine. It was in tough shape anyway. And you see what some lazy person did. They just welded a new stud there without taking off the old one completely. So I'm going to take both of them off, take this one off, start over. Well, this is what happens when you don't do things right. This was probably the original, or maybe. Well, I did weld another one on there and then move it over there. So now it's not even where it needs to be. I might take all 3 of these off and move that back to where it's supposed to be. And then I got 2 up there. going to take them two off and that one off and reset those. Well, that plasma just takes them off nice and clean, doesn't it? Can you see how much straighter this pipe right here is? It's much better. Now I got a much gooder. Now I have to try to straighten this one. I should try to straighten that one up there, but hard to do by yourself. I straightened them out quite a bit, but not as good as, not perfect, but I guess that'll do. Should be a whole lot better than it was. So I'm looking at the wiring on this center mount here for the lights. And this little wire, jumper wire to this, is too short. The one going across to the other light on the other side of the boom is way too long. None of these are heat shrink, so they will not last in Minnesota. They will rust off within a year. I hate to cut this all off and redo it, but I think that's what I gotta do. I'll just record my wiring job from down here. Do they call it Grand Dental Center because it costs you $1,000 every time you walk in the door? I'm just kidding, Lisa. Quite a variety of different iron here for sale. Very nice chipper here. Very nice. I would have liked to have watched this around a little bit. $40.36. Rainy this morning and I'm the only one here, so I think I'm just going to tear into doing the body work on this truck on the 06 blue Mack. That means I have to unhook hydraulic lines, air lines, electrical lines. Well, let's get to it. Oh, we better make sure it's in neutral. Yep, it's in neutral. Oh, come on. Wow, that's what this tool is for. Perfect. Gotta unhook the hydraulic lines for the loader. Yeah, I'm taking the trailer off. I guess maybe I didn't say that. But that's what I'm doing. So I just stick this truck in there. Well, I was going through the checklist in my head, thinking I'm ready to pull away, and I'm like, it didn't seem like I did enough. Yeah, I forgot to dolly down the trailer. That wouldn't have been good. Pull away from it with the legs up. Not good at all. Let's see how bad this goes for me. I'm gonna try and get all the loose paint off here. I was a little too aggressive with my sanding here, but I'm gonna try to get this better. Seems to be coming off really easy. Should make sense, wouldn't it? You gotta make it worse before you can make it better. Well, I'm definitely your guy for making it worse. Well, the top of the cab has a big patch missing. Don't ever do this to a paint job, right? pretty bad. Pretty bad. Definitely have to stop this peeling or it'll just keep doing it. Wow, I ended up taking quite a bit of paint off there. Top of the cab. Uh-oh. I better look for a chalk outline of a Smurf somewhere close. Well, I moved over the passenger door and I started flicking at the paint here, and sure enough, it starts peeling up. You know, you can see it bubbling a little bit. It's always worse than you think. So you come around to the back side. There, I dug into it a little bit already. It's worse than you think when you start seeing evidence of it. I don't think I made it better. Yeah, she's a little more corroded than you first suspect.
Thanks for watching. Have a great day.